Guys, thank you for watching another episode or listening to another episode of the Just Talks podcast. We appreciate you. My name is Jamal. I'm your host. I'm here with the guys, Danny and Freddie, and we have a guest that's really not a guest because she watches. She's here for every single episode. She's just putting a face to the. Is it the
face to the voice?
Is it a voice
to the voice?
A voice to the voice.
No, a face to the voice.
A voice to the face.
Because we heard
No,
her,
you
but
already
she
hear
hasn't
my
been
voice.
seen, so it's a face to the voice.
It's a face to the voice.
Yeah.
And her name is D. So, how do you feel that
Stop.
this is your first appearance, like actually being
Wow.
actually on it, holding a microphone? Because we can always hear your voice in the background, but
I'd be like, wow, nah. I don't know. It feels pretty. I don't know. I'm excited to
Yeah, there we go.
be
Clappers.
a participant and not like just the audience, because I'd be in the back like I really want to say something, but I don't want to interrupt the flow.
even
of
though
the,
you interrupt,
and then I
regardless.
interrupt anyway. So, but
Now you won't have to worry about that. You just boom
I just
talk.
yeah, whenever.
You're good.
So today we brought you on to be, so it's not a bunch of
Male opinions.
on relationship topics.
Trying to be diverse over here.
At least we're gonna try.
Because it was supposed to be just four guys talking about relationship shit. And
But then you have to get the other side.
Yeah,
the-
as
We want to
much-
make sure we're not
Perspective.
wilding.
Coin.
So we asked people to send us some relationship questions and stuff that they've been struggling with their relationships over the years or recently. So we're just gonna go through some of those, and I want to get you guys' opinions and thoughts. And of course, we have an audience as well, so they're probably gonna chip in if they don't.
Audience, make some
If they don't
noise.
agree with something.
Hey, there we go.
We got a regular over there. Photographer, Kenji.
So yeah, a lot of it was like based off of like toxic shit. It wasn't like really anything that was, I would say, positive in any way, unless we can make it positive in some sort of like. So, toxic relationships, and it really starts off with a lot of the time with people coming off of situations when they weren't fully themselves, whether they were coming off a relationship or coming out of a real life situation, and they're not fully healed. And hold on, let me get this exactly the right way that I should be reading it. Verbatim.
Read the script.
It says, the question was, if one person comes from a damaging relationship and the other is chilling, I should have read it the other way that it was worded, but if one person comes from a damaging relationship and the other is chilling, is it the person's fault to heal them, or should they have healed on their own?
Not faults. Let's not use that word. So is it their responsibility?
That's a
to
better
heal
one.
them?
That's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Resay the question.
Yeah.
To want me to reword it.
If one person comes,
You read that shit mad.
Yeah.
Mattered.
if one person comes,
No, I like how you were doing it in the beginning. You don't have to read off of the thing.
Nah, it's just making me feel insecure about how I was reading the question.
no. I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna read it. I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
The question is, if you haven't healed from past relationships, should you embark in a new relationship?
yeah, that was way better.
Yes.
That sound better?
Yeah,
Yes.
way better.
Okay, so what these guys?
Oh, wait, you started with me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Goes left first.
damn. All right, so I don't really feel like it's the person's responsibility
The
to
funny
make
thing,
sure.
this is your question.
But so
He's like, oh,
nah, so
I got something to say.
nah, so the thing is like everybody's relationship is different, feel me? So I feel like if you feel like the person needs to get that on their own, like, you don't want to be, I don't want to say responsible for it, but you don't want to be the reason why they choose that girl, feel me? Sometimes you got to learn things on your own. There's that saying, two worlds diverge in a, whatever. So it's like, you don't want to, keep helping them out in a certain way. Sometimes you got to see that own, fault in yourself. Like, all right, but I need to change that, feel me? I know if I change this, it's gonna make me a better person, or I know if I do this, that, and the third, it's gonna help me out like long term. You don't want to have somebody there talking to you, because I'm one of those people that, like, if you're like, I'd take constructive criticism, but like sometimes it's all about the way you say it, feel me? So like sometimes people could be a little, I don't want to say too vocal or like too dramatic about it, but like if you're telling me something I'm doing wrong, I'm gonna listen to you, but it all comes about the approach. If you're a little too harsh on me, then I'm gonna still listen to you, but I'm, yo, fuck that, like, you know, nah, this is me, you know, you can't change who I am, feel me? So I feel like it's everybody to each their own. So I feel like it's not really the person's responsibility to like really embark in that change, but at the same time, it's like the other person should get, you know, or if I tell you this, you know, once or twice, you know, you should probably catch the flow of like, you know, I'm trying to lead you in the right direction. I'm trying to give you a hint, but I'm not trying to give you the straight answer. You know, like when you would be taking a test and the teacher would be like, nah, that's not the answer, but technically, you know, they will leave you like, you know,
You're close.
Yeah, you're close to it, like hot and cold. Like you're close to it, but you know, I want you to do that by yourself.
That's what you mean? Like, let me rephrase the question for you. But they like give you the answer in a way, but they're like, but you're close.
Yeah, it's like some hot and cold. You know, you play hot and cold. Oh, you're hot, but you're not like scorching hot. Like you're getting there. So like, you know, keep developing that on your own. You know, feel me?
But what if the person that what if you're coming off of that kind of relationship, right? And the person
hasn't adjusted yet. Hasn't healed.
No. What I'm trying to say is the person has had that experience already. They know what you're going through. And whether you find that out because you were talking to them, you're not jumping right into the relationship, so you've actually had a conversation with that person. So what if they've shared with you that they've been there before? Do you think that it should, if you guys show each other that you have that mutual feelings for each other, should that person not try to help you? Or should they just let you try to figure it out on your own?
No, like I said, it depends on every relationship. Like if you have that mutual understanding before you guys make it official, then, you know, you guys could go about it in a different way. You guys could like, all right, look, I have wings already. You know, I'm already flying, so I want to repair your wings so you can fly with me type shit. Nah, go ahead. Say why you feel that way.
It goes left to right.
I think
That's
that
right.
I think the original question was, is it your responsibility to like heal somebody's trauma and their experiences and like how you like play into that?
Yeah.
I don't think that it's your responsibility at all. I think that as much as you want to help someone, healing isn't exterior, it's more interior. So like my healing could look completely different from yours. So I think that is something that individual has to take upon themselves. And as much as you want to help someone, you can't help them more than they can help themselves. Like it's different learning like vicariously through someone, which is what you would want them to do. So like if I went through it and I got through it in this certain way, then then I would imagine that same experience could be for you, but it's not. So my experience is completely different from yours. It's not my responsibility to, you know, heal you in a sense. And then, I mean, you can help as much as you want. It's always like, it doesn't hurt to help, but I don't think you should expect change from someone that ultimately like doesn't want to change or can't see the change like for themselves. And also, healing isn't linear. So it takes time to like realize what the trauma was, how you digest it, and then how can you move forward from it without letting it impact, you know, your future endeavors or relationships. So I think that it's more internal and not external. Like if you have this issue with one person, you might have it with somebody else. So it's not about the person you're with, it's more about how you take that into your hands and move on from it. And like your personal experience, however you heal is however you heal. So I don't think it's anybody's responsibility to help. I mean, to heal you. You can help, but it's not anybody's responsibility but your own.
Nah, I agree with that. Because at the end of the day, it's the person. You feel me? Like if they feel like they're ready to make that leap, then they'll make that leap. So.
And also to add onto that, should you embark on something that, if you aren't fully healed from like a past thing, in an ideal world, you shouldn't, but we don't live in an ideal world. So I think that you don't know that you're healed from something until you try it out. So you would never know the change unless there comes a situation where you realize that change. Like, you don't wake up one day and like feel better, like feel like
you don't
you've
feel
gotten
different.
over something. You have to put it to the test and move from there.
Yeah, I agree.
Word,
100%.
Danny looked like he disagreed at first.
You disagree with me?
Nah, at first I thought he did because he was saying no when we were like first asking the question. He was like,
Yeah, I think it's just your problems is your problems, my problems is my problems. You have to deal with your problems. If you ask for help, then I will help you. But if you don't ask for help, don't automatically assume for help. That's basically it.
Oh, that's a good point. So do you guys think that you should help someone if the help wasn't like they didn't ask for that type of help, or do you think helping is just like a
We're gonna take questions at the end. Of
the audience has something to say? Go ahead. Go ahead.
you have an answer to the question?
Introduce yourself.
Just audience. Just audience. You're just audience.
Somebody that's been in it every single time.
My name is Matt. And yeah, what's up,
Where you from,
everybody?
Matt?
Yeah, I'm from Nebraska. But seriously though, I just wanted to say all relationships at the end of the day are relationships.
It's a common
My
thing.
my relationship
it's
with
a
you
teamwork,
is a relationship. My relationship with my girls, my relationship with my parents is a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not obligated to heal my friends from their past trauma, right? So I feel like responsibility is a bad word, because obviously I'm not responsible for nobody. Like,
Facts.
you're barely even responsible for your kids. Like, that shit is crazy in real life. But why wouldn't you want to help somebody that's been through something? Like, I'm not responsible for Danny's trauma, but I try to help him with his trauma.
Thank you, Matt.
Just like he'll try to help me with my trauma, right? I'm not responsible for my girl's trauma, but why would I not want to heal that or help that?
Yeah.
So I think responsibility is the wrong word, but if you take the technicality out of it, you should be helping whoever you're in a relationship. That's like, I've been playing this game, this Star Wars game, right?
Fallen Order.
And there's this character called BD1. And
That's my
No,
text
for real.
tone right now.
and I'm
Yeah. Nah,
And-
I'm saying that's my text tone right now, BD1.
oh, okay. So and throughout the story, I help BD1 because he's a robot.
Yeah.
So I help him throughout the storyline, and he helps me.
Yeah.
Right? Why the fuck would I keep a robot that can't do nothing? Like, why would I not try to help that robot progress
Nah, facts.
and level up?
You want that robot to be the best robot.
Yeah, it could be. Just like if you're my friend and you're doing some wing shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, Danny, I can't front. This, that, and the third. Because I want you to improve on that.
I experienced that, Matt.
Yeah. But as you
experienced
should,
that.
I don't think you should have a relationship if you're not, unless you think they're just way better than you at just everything.
Yeah.
And you just can't help them with nothing, then you shouldn't. But if you feel like you can help somebody, why the fuck would you stay quiet? Why are you even their friend?
Exactly.
If I feel like I can get more bitches than you, and you're acting wacky in a party, nigga, I'm gonna tell you, yo, bro, I can't front. You're doing too much.
You're
It's not,
wildin',
nigga,
kid.
is it my responsibility to tell you
Facts,
to
you
tell you
wildin',
how to
yo,
talk to
yo,
women?
chill,
You
bro.
wildin',
No.
kid.
If you feel like I'm being a bum and I'm just staying in my room all day, why would you not, yo, Sco, I can't front? You should maybe catch some sun. Like, I don't know, like just
Catch that vitamin
anything
D.
in life.
which is what I was trying to get when I asked that question, was like, it didn't necessarily have to be that exactly, but what I was saying when I was asking, like, what if you've been in the situation or you know, like, how to help that person, you know what I mean?
Then yes.
So
Matt says yes, and I'm gonna pass the mic to Samuel.
Samuel, where you from, Samuel?
I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut.
So I think the direction of the question is.
Wait, hold
little-
on.
Oh,
Switch the microphone. Give him another one.
Wait, it sounds too low.
No, it's good.
So I think the direction of the question is a little off. You're not responsible for them healing, but you are responsible to cater to that relationship. So it's like when
I like that.
people are approaching others, or like looking to get involved with others, it's often to fill in the blanks. So in filling those blanks, you could also be like, it's a matter of like technically healing that person, because it's like, all right, well, like I just went through this, so I'm looking to do something different, or looking how to heal from this. So it's not necessarily like, all right, well, I'm gonna help you heal. I'm just gonna help you be in this relationship. So in being in this relationship, it's a matter of working through all those things. So yeah.
I feel that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that.
Drops the mic.
Yeah,
I
there we
like
go.
that. I like that. I appreciate you saying
Good job,
that.
Sam. Matt.
This question is kind of like an open and shut question. We had another one, and it was, just because you're in a relationship, does that mean you have to agree with everything? And I felt like, honestly, that was like open and shut, because no, you're
No.
two different people. So
Yeah, you're not
Is
always
it a
gonna
yes or
no?
agree
Because
to everything.
I can say no. Yeah. And no.
I think that no, you shouldn't agree with everything. I don't think you should agree with everything, but I think that reaching a compromise is like meeting somebody in the
key.
middle is key. So
Yeah.
you could be upset with something, and so can I.
But that-
And
you
I
s-
don't
that
get.
means you're not
Yeah.
agreeing. So
No, I'm saying that you don't have to agree with everything.
I feel like she means like communication. Like as long as me and you come up with a common ground, we should be fine.
Matt, what you have to say?
I think Matt is gonna say you're still agreeing
Give Matt a mic.
We're agreeing
to disagree.
So you have to come to an agreement at all times.
Yeah, exactly. A common
I
ground.
don't have to agree that I like your music.
You don't have to.
Yo,
I have to listen to it if you put it.
I think we have.
But you.
wait,
I don't even have to listen to it if you put it.
But then
Like,
if I say, all right, so let's just agree to disagree. If I tell you Brett is fire, you tell me he's whack, and then we keep arguing about it, and I'm like, you know what? You have your own opinion, I have mine.
So-
Now we're both
yeah, agreeing.
that we, have
That
our
we
own
respect
But we
our
did-
own
but
But I
opinions.
bet you if we don't come to that, if we don't have that second conversation and come to that common ground, like, you know what? You could be you, I could be me. Then I'm gonna just be like.
so does that mean that we always agree?
more
or
you
does
So
that
I
mean
think the
we-
answers are the
The
same.
mic is good,
They were
Jamal?
just explained
Yeah.
in different
So the-
like lights.
You have to agree. You have to agree.
You have to agree.
You have to agree. Everything.
Listen, we're just talking.
Agreeing
Yeah.
to disagree is agreeing.
Because you
oh,
agree
because
to-
I
We're
get
just
what you're
talking.
saying. It's like an umbrella to agree. We were
Yes.
both agreeing
Yeah.
together to
Technically,
disagree.
it's
We all
agreeing.
meet.
Yeah,
We all
I
meet in
get-
the
I get
middle.
what you're saying.
But I'm not
Me
getting
and you
my
can
way.
argue like
Yeah.
that.
But I'm not a
I could tell you something is good and you can tell me it's bad, right? We can argue all day about it,
Yeah,
right?
but at the end of the day,
Right now we're disagreeing,
yeah,
but until I'm like, you know what, bro? You can have your own
You got
opinion,
it, yeah.
It's not gonna affect us.
then
You
fuck
know
it.
what, bro? You can have your own opinion. I can have mine, and then we're good.
And that's the
Now-
bottom
now
line.
We're agreeing
Yeah, facts.
to disagree.
And that's the bottom line.
Nah, facts, right?
Brainwashing.
The audience has a
gonna
mic
split?
now.
has an audience now.
People kill over that shit.
D and
The
D are
mic has an
sharing.
audience. The audience has a
That's
mic.
what I'm saying, because when I'm part of the audience, nobody wants to give me a microphone, and that's why I don't participate.
Maybe you have
And that's why I'm here. And that's do not cut that out. He said it's no.
Whoa.
Do not cut that out. He
I'm not
said
cutting it
it's
out.
because I'm a woman, and that's why I'm here today.
She's
Cause
like,
yeah, that's why.
Wait, hold on. What?
Every voice needs to be heard.
What?
wait, what we did?
What did I do?
Voice needs to be heard. That's right.
Larry said that I don't get a microphone because I'm a woman, and that is why we're here today. That's what we're talking about. Women's perspective.
What's going on right now?
Yes, but I'm here for a reason. Next.
We're not
Dog.
sexist at the Just Talks podcast.
All right.
Only
I
Larry
I
is.
feel like this flows
We're
perfectly.
not sexist, but I see you wearing your maid outfit.
Hey, maid.
I
I
feel
see
like
you wearing your maid outfit like you always do.
I feel like
Can we
that
kick
flows
the
into the
audience
right
out?
thing. That it goes right into ego.
It flows perfectly.
And how egos play into
Egos.
relationships.
Do you see how ego is playing a role in this conversation right now?
This is perfect. This is a perfect segue, literally. Do you guys feel like egos play a role in a relationship?
Yes, they play a role in everything. I mean, ego plays a role in everything.
You as a person.
Are made of.
Do we know the difference between like ID, ego, and like
You want to give a small lesson on that?
not me, but I know I kind of like, know that, like from psych classes I learned like there was a difference, and I was like, okay, ego is
Jasmine,
not
do
the
you have
worst
something
one.
to say? Would you
No,
like to
she's-
explain the different levels of the ego to us?
Remember all of them?
Neither do I, and that's why I'm
But I know
asking
it
Jasmine.
has to do with Sigmund
But there's
Freud.
different. There's different
I
like.
know that one of them is your natural like instincts as a human. So the grungy, the violent, the gross,
The needs.
the
The
all of that.
desires.
Then there's another one.
That
which
is what you were instructing. What's that word? Instructively?
There's like the deepest one is
I don't
your
know.
like just
I know what you're saying.
like instincts as a human. Then the one, I forgot what order they go in, but the one after that is what you show to society. So like your brain may tell you, I need to go to the bathroom right now, but you know that society does not accept you going to the bathroom right now
17
in the
times.
middle of our podcast. So I'm going to get up and go to the bathroom. But you're like the very deepest one will tell you, I need to go. And without that other one existing, then you would just go wherever. Then I know an example that they had given us in class was like the one outside of that is like your thoughts and your subconscious, and then dreams exist in the sense of like think of like a hot like Tupperware, and when you go to put the lid on it, the steam escapes from the sides, and so that's what appears in our dreams, and the things that you just like randomly think about, like oh shit, like oh this just came to mind, and it's like those are the like unconscious thoughts that have then escaped and become part of your conscious.
From what I learned,
He's
alright, from what I learned,
From what I learned.
But that's only Freud's theory
Yeah,
of it. There's
of
other
course, yeah.
theories of like what your subconscious and all that does.
from what I learned, from my guy Will Hansen,
Hey, shout out Will.
It was a psych teacher back
he's
in
our psych
college.
teacher, yeah, back in college.
Nah, but he's
He's
never
a
mind.
counselor too, though. He's like you could go.
Yeah,
to
he
him.
has
He's a
his own,
therapist.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was gonna.
He
He has his own
and
practice.
everything in Vermont. But he basically what I learned was like ID is actually the worst one, not ego. Ego is like the one inside of you, and then the lid would probably be the ID, and then the steam.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
the order at all.
actually,
The
what's
id,
inside
the
is the
super
super ego,
ego,
and then ego is the steam.
I think
and then the lid.
before you guys say these terms, you guys
Should
should
look it up.
no, you guys should define what they mean, because
I mean, these are all.
the viewers no for real, the viewers might not even know what ID means.
All right, so ID is your. Yes, I did because I do not
Good
remember.
old trusty Google.
Well, we described it.
we were
We just
ahead of
didn't
you.
label which each one was.
Exactly. So the ID is your inner child. It is your natural child and your adapted child. So it's your wants, your needs, and that is your complete need to be satisfied. So children cry because they're hungry, and that need must be satisfied right now. That is your ID.
And that's
So-
where you learn trust.
And that's where you learn trust. So if that desire wasn't immediately satisfied, you begin to mistrust of the people around you. So as a child, if your wants and desires if your wants and desires aren't immediately satisfied, then you begin to mistrust of the people around you. So let's say you cry and you're not immediately picked up, that becomes an issue for you. So your ego is the adult version of you. That's where you learn what, like, social cues, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. And your super ego is like your parent form. So that is the nurturing parent, that's the punishing parent, that's the part of you that makes decisions like, I can't, you must not, it's not allowed. So that is the controlling factor. So imagine that ego's in the middle, and you have your needs and desires as a child that must be satisfied right now. And then you have your super ego that understands that it is not allowed at this time. Your ego is the middle that defines that balance. So our question is, does ego play a role in relationships? So this ties into your wants, needs, desires. speed of getting satisfied and your ability to delay satisfaction into like other things. So this can like lead us into like the relationship conversation.
Yeah, I like how you tied it back together.
Yeah.
That's how I was gonna go next. So
Question, like, go ahead if you had something to say, Alex.
no, go.
So
dude.
would pride be ego?
It would.
That might be
I,
part of it.
I think so.
I mean,
technically,
Yeah, pride,
Not
is
like-
pride is
not like-
definitely
like-
part of
if that's
ego.
theoretical view, then
Pride is definitely ego.
Yeah,
but
it's
if you
hard.
want
I
to
think
just
pride is
like
the control.
I'm saying if you want to stick to that theoretical view, then it's hard to like really incorporate, as opposed to just like a subjective view of like, yeah, pride definitely has to do with.
I thought you was
Nah, the question is because a lot of people like tie ego with pride. Like I don't care, like in an argument, but I don't care about your pride or whatever. Your pride and ego, and it's like
I would say so.
like it's
Just
so
'cause
it's
that goes
the
back
same
to
thing.
Innate self of like it's easy to be defensive.
So which one was the control?
The
That was
control is
super
the
ego?
ego.
Ego.
No,
Oh,
the
ego.
control is the ego.
Ego
It's
is-
directly in the middle.
All right, so then, yeah, I would definitely say the ego is because at the end of the day, like when you look at pride, it's a matter of not losing control over a situation because you're too prideful. So in being
Samuel
too
spitting
prideful,
facts.
you don't want to like you just trying to like grasp onto the things that the things that are relative to you. So that whole control factor is what
Ego
enforces
is,
everyone's
yeah.
ego to be like, oh, well, I'm this way, so it's like take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the whole question as a whole, I think that the question is a little dumb. Cause no, for real. Cause obviously
Yeah.
any oh, that was your question? Oh, I'm sorry. The question was genius.
That was my question.
All right.
Whose question was it then?
So no, but the question is actually dumb. Any personality trait, anything that causes any emotional reaction affects any relationship. Cause I could be. That's like saying, does you being picky affect a relationship? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you being emotional affect a relationship? Yes. Anything that has to do with a feeling affects a relationship because that's how you react off a feeling. So, what I think a better question is, to me, is why do people look at ego or pride like it's a bad thing?
I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing because that's like
Mike.
I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think it's what makes you you. And if you don't like that person's pride or ego or whatever, that means you don't like them in a way, or you can't put up with it. That means like
You know the definition of ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance.
yeah.
Right? People try to. If I try to lift you up,
People try to minimize that self.
a million, bro. I could try to lift you up
Yeah.
a million hours, just lifting you up, and it won't seem wrong. If you do it to yourself, somebody's gonna be like, "Ew, like
You
he's
got a
so
big ass
egotistical."
ego, yeah, you gotta.
What the fuck does that even mean? How am I egotistical?
Am I
like-
not supposed to fuck with myself?
Yeah, like am I not supposed to think I'm not important? Am I not supposed to think? Am I not supposed to have the highest self-esteem for myself? Like, if you don't have it, that's on you. Why me being too confident for you is looked as negative? Like, it's like people try to lift you. Like, if I'm your parent, I could tell you. Like, imagine you being Kanye's dad. Kanye's mom probably did the right thing. Like, yo, you're the best. You're the best ever.
I think Kanye's dad
You're-
did the same thing. though.
You're the best ever.
gotta
Nah,
say.
nigga, and you seen North? You seen that painting that she did,
Yo,
nigga?
nah, that
What
painting
the
was
fuck,
cra-
nigga?
nah,
She's
that
7, nigga.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yo, that
I-
painting.
She's 7 years
Yo,
old,
peep
nigga.
game. So
Cannot
many
do
niggas
that.
was like, nah,
Wait.
a 7-year-old can't do
Nobody
that.
in this
but
listen. Nobody in this room could do that, and you know why? Our parents did not push us like that. I mean, obviously we didn't have the resources to learn to do that at that age.
It's all
but
about
like,
resources, though.
But
for
all
real.
jokes aside, though, like if you listen to like everybody's story that did something great,
Yeah.
somebody or themselves was there telling them like,
That you're
nigga, you
the
listen to Kobe.
greatest.
Kobe was like, when people said I couldn't do it, it drove me. I could do it.
Bro, did
You
you
think I
see?
can't do it? I'm gonna do
Did
it.
you see him in the 2002 All-Star game? He was in Philadelphia, and they were booing him, and he still won MVP for that game. Because what? In halftime or the beginning of the game, Craig Sager, he was like, "Yo, Actually, it may not be Craig Sagan, but the announcer was like, "Yo, look, you're at your home audience and people are booing you. How does that make you feel?" And I literally saw it this week. You literally saw it in his face. He was hurt. So what did he end up doing? He ended up killing the game, and he ended up winning the MVP for that game. And then when they interviewed him at the end of the game, what he said, he was like, "Yo, this is where I was born at, so I'm gonna show love regardless if the audience is not fucking with me. I'm still gonna show love," and that's what he ended up doing. He knew he was the best, so what he literally proved it in his game.
I feel like that's like falls along the lines of like the whole like inferiority.
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 That word, yeah,
That word. Yeah,
nigga don't know how to-
inferiority complex. Whereas it's like, some people can't handle the fact that like, this person is like, so good at doing this, or it, kind of like reflects onto them where it's just like, damn, like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I dead ass had a question.
While you're going, I feel like some people.
He
I feel like
was like, "Yo, let me
I feel like some people also exactly what he said.
Yeah.
The inferior complex. No, I don't want to say that word. I can't say it, so I'm not gonna say it. But I feel like that bothers people. Like, all right, if you jumped
Jump.
and I jumped, but you're proud that you jumped, I'm gonna be proud for you too.
Yeah.
Yes, you did what I could do. We both did it. It's lit. Now, if you jump on top of this roof and I can't do it, and you're dead ass proud of yourself, we will all be like, "This nigga mad cocky. Like he dead ass full of himself."
Yo, why is he jumping over the roof?
Like, like, bro, why does it have to be a negative thing?
Cause you're on steroids.
When no, let's say you wasn't on steroids. Just the fact that like
People who like make up these things.
It's
to make
crazy.
themselves feel better.
yeah, but it's crazy. Even in the song we heard today with Nipsey and Jay, I think that's
Jay.
what it was.
Yeah.
Or it might have been another song I heard, but it says something about being humble. Like
Yeah, Hope.
like,
It was the Hope track.
yeah. He says something, but stay humble or some shit, right? Like that's such a fine line because that's dead ass opinion based. Like I
What
feel
is
like
humble to you?
I feel like yeah, nigga, if you could cook and I could cook and she could cook and he could cook, and you're here talking about your recipe about blah blah, but it's not out of this world. I swear to God, we won't think you're cocky. We won't be like, oh, he has a big ego. We won't say, oh, whatever. We're just gonna, oh yeah, good shit, Jamal. This shit was fire. But I promise you, if we couldn't do it and only you could do it, and you kept talking about it, we're gonna be like, this nigga mad cocky, bro. Okay, we get it. You can
But
do
would
it.
it have
We
to be
can't.
on the way? I guess it would also have to be on the way that it was. I guess it's a little bit different if it's necessarily ego or not, because it's the way that you view it. Because if we both play basketball and we both could, like if Ray Allen and Steph Curry is in the same room, and Ray Allen starts talking shit about how he's the greatest ever, but Steph Curry's like, I can do the same shit. You don't think that would be viewed as like an ego kind of thing, or you don't?
Well, basketball's a little different.
I don't think so because if
No, because he was talking about cooking. It's the same shit.
Because look, if I'm me right now, right, and
You're mad.
who's the best college basketball player right now?
College? I don't even know.
It's all over the place.
All right, let's say last year, right? No, let's say John Morant, right, when he was in college, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I met him and I deadass went up to him and I was like, "Yo, I'm a big fan, bro. But just know, bro, I'm gonna see you next year, and I'm really put in work, nigga. Like, I swear to God, bro. Somebody might see that and be like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like,
You're a wallet.
like you're so full of yourself. How the
Yeah.
fuck do you think you can fuck with him? But I promise you, if I see him next year and I cook that nigga's gonna be like, yo, I fuck with that nigga because he believed in himself. He believed in himself when he did that shit. But before I did that, y'all would have looked at me like, oh my God, you're so full of yourself. Who the fuck are you to even say something like that?
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga? Like, am I not supposed to believe in myself? Because I haven't done it. I can't be, I don't even know the word, pride or ego, whichever one.
He said, whichever one fits. Nah, I think it was pride.
So like, kind of like can dig deeper to like a whole like other like side of things, but like one of the hermetic principles is like duality. So duality, like I think like a common misconception is like things like happen in duality. So it's like we often like confuse the fact that, all right, well, if we're doing this, like the opposite, or the whole yin yang factor, the opposite is kind of like irrelevant, or it's bad, or but the reality of it is like they coexist. So like one doesn't exist without the other. So we kind of often stick to one side and like look at things like, all right, well, I'm this, so, or like I'm experiencing this, so the other side is non-existent, but that's false. So again, like the whole duality factor is just like a common misconception.
Yeah.
Facts.
What I wanted to say before,
I thought you had more to say than that.
what I want to say before, like one of the commercials that I viewed as so great, like it inspired me, is the Kobe hate commercial. Because there's two commercials that I feel like are great.
No, the other one. It was like right when he was retiring.
You have something to say?
Yeah, he started composing. He was like,
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was his last year.
Yeah,
It was his last year when he was retiring.
Derek Jeters, everybody's tipping the cap. Because those two,
I remember
like,
them, yeah.
Dead as yin and yang.
Right.
Like, because everybody respected Kobe and Jeter, but like everybody loved Jeter, but people hated Kobe. So imagine, like, that's the perfect yin and yang commercials to me. Like, it's like, yo, those two, if I watch them back to back, I'll probably sit in my room and start, like, doing mad work. Like, my
I'm proud of you guys for remembering their names. I don't know if I'm drunk, but I cannot remember their names.
Yeah,
Matt,
Jasmine, Matt, and
Jasmine,
Sam.
and Larry.
Connecticut.
Oh yeah, we seen Sam and Larry.
Idaho.
Where's Matt from?
Idaho. But,
Next question.
Communication.
That's it?
No, communication in relationship.
I gotta
There's more.
There's more. Women expect men to know what they want or how they feel, but us guys do not read minds.
He's like, I have something to say.
I know. No, real quick. No. Real quick.
One
Real
mic,
quick.
one
Listen,
mic.
I'm a guy, and as much as I agree with that statement, that is a biased ass statement.
It was. It came
question.
from. It
Because
came
you
from a group
know
of guys.
what?
I feel like you
the
have
other side.
you have to reword that question so it fits
Both dynamics.
narratives. Yeah,
I hear
instead
that.
of
I
one.
hear that.
Because I feel like that question was like attacking.
I don't think that we need to rephrase the question.
Because that was what the question was based on.
That's
Like-
who they asked the question like that.
Yeah, it was asked. The question was asked that way.
But we can bring in both aspects after we answer the original question because it is a two-way street.
Yeah,
You know, shit.
because
She don't
Danny,
want-
No,
Danny felt.
Kenji, you better say what you need to say.
I know you're gonna say it, so.
Dan-
No, I might not say it.
Danny felt very strongly about
So
it.
ready?
Nah, facts. Danny had to give his opinion on it.
He looked like he was
This
really
is-
upset
he's
about
ready.
it.
This is the yo. I definitely have to answer.
He was jumping for joy.
The way
Yeah,
you
it's
could rephrase the question is more like people in a relationship or like couple relationship, like man, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. A romantic relationship, they kind of feel like you need to know what the other is thinking already. So does that have to be all the time? Like, should you know what your significant other is thinking? Or Sco, if you have another way to rephrase the question.
Matt.
What?
His name is Matt.
Nah, you see,
His
His name is Matt.
His name is Matt.
Word, he said the
Nebraska.
wrong
I'm sorry. Matt from Nebraska.
No, Larry from
Connecticut.
Jasmine from Idaho. Let's go. Imagine. Nah.
All right, Larry, say what
All
you
right,
need to
all right.
say.
Yeah.
Say what you need to
All right, go ahead, because I'll give you the.
Wait, Danny. let it
So,
go.
should you understand, or should you automatically
I
get
got it.
with your significant other?
All right, so what I think that is, it's more of a, it's like a tier that wants to be reached, where it's a matter of like, all right, you know, all right, I want my partner to like know what I'm thinking, but it's like, it's a falsehood that like, or it's an anomaly that is gonna happen
that word.
immediately.
Yes.
So
Great word.
it's more so,
Immediately.
Dictionary
is
words is
The key.
this podcast.
yeah.
Word.
So
Making it
it's
sound
you know
smart.
time, communication, work ethic, all of that is gonna go into the relationship to eventually get to that point to where you could be able to be thinking what the other person is thinking. But like off rip, it's like Nah, you bugging.
All right, so to add on to that, Larry, I agree with your point. Immediately is the key word in his, statement. So obviously, in an ideal world, you would want to know what your partner is thinking, but it takes time to get to know your partner enough. So obviously, you're not going to know what somebody's thinking all the time, but as you develop a relationship and get closer to somebody, you kind of absorb or like understand what their wants are, what bothers them, like things about their personality. So although you cannot read somebody's mind, you should be able to kind of pick up on habits and understand
Context clues.
yeah, understand what your partner is feeling without them having to outright express it. Because if every time that, I don't know what's a good example, but I don't know what's a good example. So somebody can pick it off and I'll think about it. Do not.
What if?
Do not.
Right? What if?
I know what he's going to say.
You know, like, of course you can know that you can pick up the context clues and stuff like that. But what if, like, you're more of a logical person and, like, you listen to, like, words more? And
Logic would tell you to pay attention.
yeah, I guess. I think emotion tells you to pay more attention than logic.
Yes, logic, emotion,
What
all
if,
that.
like,
It depends on the emotion, though.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
But then also,
He just shut him up with that one statement.
Shut him down.
Because he has a point. Emotion, it depends on the emotion. But what if, like, I'm the type of person, I could say for me, like, I'm the type of person if you'd be like, I want this, but then you'd be like, forget it. I grew up in a family like that, like I'm like that, like, I want it. Nah, forget it. Like, I may want it at the moment, but I don't really want it. Like, I don't really, like, it's forget it. Like, I was playing around. Like, I didn't want it. But, like, now you deal with a person that says, I want it, but then they say, oh, I forget it. Like, but
They still want it.
yeah, but they still want it.
okay, and that's the
But
point
you don't
that I was trying
know.
to make. So,
Or your
and
logic,
tying into knowing and understanding your partner also comes into, like, the reassurance factor. So, obviously, like, reassurance is a good example because everybody wants reassurance. But if I have to ask for it, does it mean the same as you just providing it up front? So with that being said, if you have to consistently and constantly ask your partner to do certain things that you enjoy or that you appreciate, what draws the line between them actually not wanting to do it and you consistently having to ask for reassurance versus them just wanting to do it on their own? So yes, communicate your desires, communicate your wants, but if I have already communicated it in some degree, your partner should be able to pick up on your traits, your habits, your desires without you having to ask for it every single time.
I was gonna ask, like, give it with an example.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask
Before the example, it's kind of like, just to, like, piggyback on, like, what you're saying is, like, is that being communicated in a fashion that's receptive to your partner?
Yes.
So it's like, that,
Comprehension. Comprehension
I think
versus
I'm telling him this.
communication.
I'm thinking I'm giving him the signs.
But he's not
it's
picking
like,
up on it.
But he's not picking up on the
But-
signs
and
I'm giving.
that's
Well, are you
ultimately
giving the
on
right
you.
signs?
Yeah.
Are you, communicating the right
like that.
things?
Like, what if the person's
I like that.
straightforward, where it's like, you gotta be like,
And then-
yo, this is what I want, and I want it then. Or to the person that another person would be like, I think I want that, and then they think, like, okay, since they think they want it, I'm just gonna get it.
But that's still a desire, and you're not communicating your needs efficiently. So my communication versus your comprehension is also key. So you would have to understand your partner in a sense to know what they can comprehend versus what
they
you're telling them.
cannot.
So I could be like, I don't know what's a good example.
So
I don't know.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
read your mind. That's basically what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
You can't read your mind.
We're not
But then
twins.
But
there,
you can
there
still
should
feel
be, there
what-
should be like
We're not twins.
A common-
common ground where you don't have to read my mind to know certain things. But that's also like
I
It's
feel
a
like
very thin line,
I
but-
feel like a real basic explanation would be like, you and your partner go out to the ice cream shop, and then the customer, the dealer is like, all right, so you want strawberry or vanilla? You
And
know
then-
your partner. I
exactly.
know she likes vanilla,
All right.
so I'm gonna be like, boom,
So-
she wants vanilla.
So what
Ice
I
cream
thought
dealer.
Danny
Big
was
worm.
gonna say.
Yeah, instead of saying
Wait,
some crazy shit like
wait.
that.
So what I thought Danny was gonna say. We argue about this all the time. So he like when couples like get food together, right? It's like, oh, the guy asks the girl like, oh, babe, what do you want? And then she's like, I don't know, like whatever, anything. And then he's like, all right, let's
Sushi.
Wait,
Let's get
Want
fried
sushi.
shrimp.
hold on. So then the girl is like, oh, anything. But, and this is where we're kind of at fault, because if you say anything is up for grabs, but you should know me enough to know that I don't want to eat KFC. I don't ever eat that shit. So why would you even bring that shit up?
Yeah.
Sushi.
I want tacos, or I like, you know me enough to know what I, you know, what is in the realm of my desire. So you saying KFC is like, come on, you know that I'm going to dub that. You could say tacos, sushi, whatever, like whatever fits my anything. But that's also, again, like knowing your partner enough to know.
What if I want soup?
Then you express your desires
Get
in
some
a
pho.
in I hate you, Larry. Tell me you want soup. If that's not in your general,
Why do we have to
you know?
get? Why do we have to get the same thing though? Why can't we?
We don't have to get the
Nah.
same thing, and that's where you guys are at fault.
We got 2 separate Uber. Eats
If I
accounts.
hate, if
So
I
why can't we
hate
get-
fried food, why are you offering fried food? I mean, maybe one day I'll be like, you know what? He
I'll
really,
try
really
that
likes
shit.
that, and I don't. But I'm gonna compromise and just, you know, we can get KFC.
So why can't
I
it just
hate
be?
but
We got couples here, right?
Back to the agreeing.
I was gonna say, why
we
can't it just
agree
be?
to.
Back to the agreeing.
I was gonna say, why could you just accept the fact of, or just like it? Why does it have to be us reading a mind? What is it? Why can't
You're
it just
not
be
reading my mind. You just know me enough to know.
But why can't it just be explained
different,
though?
though.
Why can't we just
because
have?
like,
Because we're talking about
sometimes I can't.
communicate. When we talk
I'm
about
an
like
indecisive
communication,
person. Sometimes I can't. You know, sometimes I would need some help to make a decision, and that's where you come in as my partner that knows
but if
me.
but if we're presenting an idea, like let's say you anything, and you say that you're needing help, if I'm giving the idea of
And
these
it's
are the
okay
things
that I
that
don't
I
agree
want,
with your idea.
why is that a?
Where I'm not asking you to read my mind. I'm asking you to know me enough to know.
Listen,
But that's also there's a very
listen,
thin line.
man. Listen, man.
Audience, Matt, go ahead.
Listen, man. I feel like humans are creatures of habit.
They are creatures
So-
of habit.
If you don't know your friends, y'all should not be friends. If you don't know your biddy, y'all should not be biddies and niggies.
I'm sorry to say,
But
I don't know.
if
my friends.
if you don't
Fuck
if
you,
you don't know
Danny.
your friends, then nigga, if you ask me what Pollo's gonna eat tomorrow, if you tell me yo we're gonna order and Pollo's not, he's in the shower and I can't get to him, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm
You
gonna
should
get him
be
oxtail
able- yeah.
with
Oh, yeah,
rice
nah.
Because you should be
and beans,
able
nigga.
to know.
The fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
If-
Why the fuck would I get pollo
If
salad?
if
Why would I
if,
get
if
pollo
Danny's
salad
not
for real?
answering, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get Subway and get him a sandwich. I wouldn't even bring that up. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get sushi,
And that is the
and Danny's gonna
point.
eat that sushi because
And
that's
you
my
know
man's and I
what?
know him.
Yeah.
If
Women-
I'm talking to a girl, why the fuck would I not know what she
they
likes?
want.
So
Or,
Exactly.
like, why the fuck would you not know what I like? Like, no, obviously.
That's
Nah,
not
it's
the
about
point
knowing
we're
But
trying
I
to
think
make.
we're not, we're not cavemen. So like, it's
My boy
pretty
Skull.
obvious
hold
like
on.
what people
My
like.
boy Matt.
Like
Matt.
people,
Alright, go ahead.
people say it all the time. Like,
My boy Skull, I know if I go to Gustigo, which is a Latin kitchen, that's what
You
they
already
describe.
know.
They
what
gonna
to
say
get him,
mofongo. Yeah,
mofongo.
exactly. You get him mofongo, and then he gonna be like, oh, okay. Now the type of mofongo, I never asked him. I just
But
probably
that varies.
Chicken.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
know-
any.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that varies. So back to my
Matt,
point.
you know this?
You
It's
know
my man's.
All right. So back to the main point is that women
right?
women do not want men to read their minds. It would be offensive to me. Back to the food topic. It would be offensive to me for you to go out and get food that you know I don't fuck with. Because you should know enough to know what if you couldn't get to me, what I would want. If I want something different and I know that you don't know that I fuck with I don't know, like Jamaican food. How the fuck would I expect you to know that? I'm not expecting you to know that I fuck with Jamaican food if I haven't made it a thing.
Clear, yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Got you.
Communication versus
I have a question.
logic and
When
comprehension.
you're done, I have a
This
question.
is our podcast couple. That's actually always here. That's actually always here. Kayla, shout out to you, of course. You know, Kayla, shout out to you, of course. But you first responder, good shit. Freddie,
What?
what's
What are you gonna
Kenji's
say?
first choice of food?
It, de- it
Then that's
depends. On,
fucked.
it depends on what.
Dun,
You put this nigga in
dun.
the spot. He said first choice.
You gotta have a go-to.
You have the
Yeah,
go-to.
bro, everybody has a go-to.
She,
Larry.
so she likes fried shrimps and fucking tostones. That's what she wants.
Confirm for us, please.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta-
that is true.
Larry, what would I want to eat?
Oh, that's
You got the wrong person. I think this one.
I cannot believe cut.
Yo, listen.
That's the
I
wrong.
thought you were
It's
gonna
the
say
wrong
listen,
person.
listen. Before we even continue,
No, I'm saying
That's the
I thought
wrong
you were gonna say
person.
that.
listen. Before we even continue,
Yeah.
No.
listen.
There's a reason why I asked Larry, man.
Mad is
I
crazy.
got-
He's from Nebraska. He from Nebraska. He crazy.
She want jalapeno chips.
Listen.
Yo, you
Listen.
said it with the deep
Go
voice.
ahead, Mac. Wait, Mac. One mic. Mac got
Listen.
the
This is where. All right, so girls naturally feel like they're smarter than men.
Of
Right.
course.
Listen. Yes.
Isn't
Yes.
phone. Love that bitch.
isn't it proven that they
Yes.
are?
I don't think it's proven.
Yes. Yo,
Female
listen.
scientists.
Like the dog on the typing.
It's like dogs are the smartest.
I ain't seen a dog with the-
But yo, listen. Real,
Yeah, yeah.
real shit. Girls naturally feel like they're smarter than men, and this is where they fuck up. Is dead ass the last straw,
Yeah.
right? She would say, no, listen.
Nah,
She-
I want to hear this.
Listen,
I
she
wanna
would
hear this.
she would say, oh, you're supposed to have enough comprehension to know that I don't fucking eat KFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where, like, yes, this is the last straw,
Hold on,
but
hold
men
on.
take it further. Cause Jamal, you might not eat KFC and dead ass eat KFC.
And
Hold on. And this is where your biddy might get it fucked up. Cause she might be like, cause you might, like, let's say you're like, nigga, you know I never eat KFC, so why the fuck would you offer that? And it's like, nigga, I don't eat McDonald's, but I might eat McDonald's too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like our
That
our
McDouble
thought
looking
process
right.
is dead ass like one level too much, like too fuck it. Like, nigga, I don't eat Chinese food. And then Pollo dead ass ordered Chinese food for both of us.
I'm gonna eat it.
And then I was like, boy, what the fuck, bro? He's like, nigga, you just ate egg roll. I'm like, yes, but I don't eat fucking Chinese food, bro. Like, you know I wouldn't order that.
You don't eat like meals from Chinese.
Yes.
food. You eat egg
But-
rolls, snacks.
Let's say she don't eat KFC. She wouldn't eat nothing from KFC. I would not eat Chinese food, but I would still eat an egg roll. I would still eat a fortune cookie. But she don't think, like, I feel like their end is not the same as our end.
She not willing to meet you in the middle.
I said that's
listen,
exactly what the fuck I said.
agreed
I
to-
said
No, it's not.
maybe
No, it's not.
sometimes I'll
Agreed
compromise and
to
eat the KFC because you like it so much.
We could make this podcast.
This is when you go to a Tex Asian place.
Compromise.
Listen,
My question was, how long?
We're gonna go to. Go ahead.
How long do you have to be in a relationship for that to be the common ground? Because I feel like there's a lot of people that they jump to that conclusion way too early that you should know.
That is subjective.
listen,
But-
my man
It
just had a
depends on
kid at 52, and that's
Pour me some.
yeah, it's viral on Twitter right now, and that's not too late.
Focus on what you're talking.
Now for
52.
men, it's literally never too late. Technically, it's on the girls' end because of their eggs. Yeah,
Double standard right
yeah. Literally, it's
yeah.
about the eggs though.
We're not discussing this right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna get.
We're not
into
gonna get into biogenetics.
Yeah, that's literally.
or
I was
all
about to say
other
that. That's bio
dumbass
shit.
bullshit that y'all don't have to go through.
But I feel like in another sense, I feel like since we talking about relationships go wrong a lot of times because girls always think of guys as habitual creatures. Like, nigga, the fuck, you never go out at 11. Why you going out today at 11?
Nah, girls
I-
definitely think of.
nigga,
I
I
agree
don't
with that.
know.
Nah, I agree with that.
I don't know why.
I
like,
disagree.
No, but it is.
But why? Why do you disagree?
Yeah, let me hear that. D.
From personal experience. Like I would not like. I don't like to, like
Put
obviously.
people in a.
Yeah, in that box. So like obviously
understand.
you. Maybe I am. Well, I don't like to put people in that box because although humans are creatures of habit,
Things are
how do
spontaneous.
you think those habits came about? Like you weren't born with. I mean, maybe you were born with certain habits, but you pick up habits on. I could pick up a habit from you, and but I don't like to put like people in that box. Like if you go out at 11 and you never go out at 11, I might just think you have something to do. Like I wouldn't like jump to that conclusion.
I hear you.
But
Yeah, that's a good point
Jasmine,
right there.
do you want to say something? Maybe you disagree with my statement. If your nigga goes to sleep at every day at 10 p.m. and he goes out at 2 a.m., would you think that, you know?
Between me noticing things that like I don't know. I feel like that's a thin line as well. Like there's a difference between me noticing little things
and
that you
I feel that.
normally do as opposed to
Things that come out of the blue.
yeah, something that's just like, hold on, what?
We're talking.
The next question was, how far are you willing to go sexually for your partner?
Yo, so ready? I listen. Ready? Can you go first? I know you have something to say about this. So
Was this your
That's
question?
fucked up.
this was
Nah, this was
Nah,
not his
that's not
question.
my question.
Shine a light on
But
it.
no. You were where I'm
always
getting
has
the.
something to say.
Nah,
And
I'm
he's
getting
been
the
very
light
quiet
blasted.
This podcast. So
Nah, I
it's
haven't been quiet. I've been
He's
listening
been
to the
listening.
audience.
Yeah.
No,
And
no,
I
no,
love-
no, no.
I love it and I don't love it because I love hearing him. He's very smart.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. It depends on what your partner likes. Like, let's say your partner likes doing something that you're probably not comfortable doing yourself. I'm gonna have to step up and do that to make her feel, good. I'm not like, I saw a video earlier and it made me laugh. It was a video about this guy. He was talking about guys on Valentine's Day. He was like, yo, it's Valentine's Day,
my
guy.
God,
He
I
was like,
saw that video.
he was like, yo, if you don't eat ass, eat ass. If you don't eat pussy, eat pussy.
Throw
Try
your
it for the
shorty
one
in the
time, blah,
air.
blah. Yeah,
Leave
exactly.
her
Throw shorty in the
there.
air and twist it around like
Whipped cream, syrup.
Yeah, he was telling people to get creative, and I fuck with that because at the end of the day, Valentine's Day is obviously is a special moment. And Valentine's Day is a day where you appreciate your lover. You appreciate the person you love, the people you love. Because
You
it's
can
not just one
appreciate
person.
anyone.
So, like, let's say my girl likes ass play or some shit like that. I mean, I'd be like an ass eater or whatever. But if she likes that shit, what up?
We established this. It's okay. It's okay.
So what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do?
Connected.
That means I eat pussy, bro. Come on. But like, let's say she's an ass eater. I mean, whoa, pause. Let's say
He's an ass eater. Wait a minute.
You did say she's in the ass play.
let's say
Yeah, minute.
let's say she likes getting let's say she likes getting her ass eaten.
What's going
And
on?
I know
right
what's
now?
going on. I'm gonna have to step up that plate. We're talking. But
we got
All right, but what if you don't like it and then you do it? Listen,
that's the thing.
And then
You gotta be
every
comfortable
day after
about
the
it.
14th, now you're looking like a bum. The fuck, nigga? You just bugged out on me 2 days ago. Now you
Now you don't want to do it.
now you just laying there.
Nah, but I feel like
You too good
the
now.
14th. Well, I'm not saying specifically Valentine's Day, but if you do it once, you're more than likely gonna do it twice. Like, how many niggas say, "Oh, I fucked this girl once, so she's gonna let me." Exactly, I fuck her once, I can fuck her twice.
She can't fuck me twice. The fuck, nigga?
Word.
It's only father side too.
I mean, like he said, like what Larry said. Larry said it best. If you fuck her once, you can fuck her twice. So if you do something you
That's
don't
not
like. Wait, hold on, Larry. Come on. Yo, Connecticut niggas move funny, bro.
I'm from Bridgeport.
My experience.
But nah, I'm just saying, like, it's good that you try things out because you at the end of the day you want to make it you want to make your partner feel comfortable. If they like something that's a little out of your zone, try it out. If you fuck with it, then whatever. If you don't fuck with it, you could at least like give it a razzle dazzle every like now and then. Yo, that's what you gotta do, bro. Like, do it once. Yo, there's 12 months in a year. If you do it 2 times every 6 months, that's only twice a year. She got satisfied. You got satisfied.
Listen, man. I'm gonna really say.
Say it, bro.
I'm gonna really say some real unpopular opinions right now.
Yo, say it.
And like,
That's what we live for.
No, it's dead ass some real unpopular opinions. And you fucking bird ass bitches watching could tell me I'm lying right now. But listen, I'm not. Yo, bro, I look.
Yeah, we gotta turn the whole camera
Listen.
on, man. Turn the whole
Listen.
camera.
Nah,
If y'all could
Can't.
see,
Yo, if you
Can't.
see this,
yeah, I would understand.
yo, Matt, get in
face,
front of the
man.
camera, bro.
Listen.
we listen.
A lot of things that people do for their partner
Yeah.
is because they know they like it. So what you were saying, if you know your partner likes this and that, try it on the 14th. Nigga,
Yeah, give
if
it
you
a
know your
chance.
partner likes this and that, you should
Why
try
only
it.
the
You
14th?
should try
Regardless,
it. No, you should
regardless.
try
All
it
the
before.
time.
Yeah.
That's one. Because most things, well, not most things, but a lot of things that people do to each other is not because they like it. It's
Yeah.
because their partner likes it. Nigga, you really think a girl could
Like
nut
sucking
off
dick or
sucking
some
your
shit?
dick, nigga? The fuck, nigga? If
I'm
she,
glad
if,
we were on the same page on that one. We both.
nah, if she could fuck you all night, nigga, she gon' nigga. A girl would dead ass suck your dick for an hour.
Yeah.
You think her throat fucking
Ovulated
magical.
and
It
shit.
feels
Nah.
It
like
don't.
what the fuck, nigga? It doesn't feel good for her to suck your dick, nigga.
Yeah, her
but
jaw
nigga,
start hurting.
girls would dead ass suck your dick and moan.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, but that's because they like the feeling of knowing that they're
you're-
pleasuring you.
Exactly. I was.
What if?
Yo, Matt, we're here right now.
Yes,
Me and Matt,
and that's
we're
because
here.
she knows that Offset.
Wait, I got a question. Like,
It's the
there's
end
actually-
result.
There's actually like women that actually like oral play.
I feel that,
But
but
not like-
that's
like
because
that.
they know that you like it, nigga. You
No,
Word.
no, like,
you
They're not gonna
ever
like
listen to niggas when they be like, yo, I just love looking fly, nigga. I wake up, nigga, you never see me with a bum fit. You really think that nigga dead ass loves looking fly, nigga? He loves looking fly because if I look fly, nigga, bitches gonna like it. Niggas gonna think I look
I'm that
fly.
nigga.
You get me? But it's not really like I dead ass wake up. That means that I will
shit.
wake up in the middle of the night
And
to go
dress
take
up.
a shit and get dressed.
Yep.
But I don't, nigga. It's just when I know I'm gonna go see
I'm a-
people.
I'm a
Yeah.
bum
Because
in the
I
crib.
know that I like when
Looking
other
nice.
people look at me in a
Hey,
better
man.
way.
And niggas
So
give
I
you
I
like-
see you got on
compliments
your
and
maid
all
outfit
that.
like you always do.
Listen,
That's it. Hey,
listen.
hey.
Hold on, because this guy,
Facts.
you said it last time.
What I said.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't
you
think
like
the video's out.
you enjoy eating a box?
No, eating pussy. Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, I
All
like
right,
eating
so
pussy.
look,
Yeah.
no, real shit though, real shit.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah.
What sensation do you get in your mouth from eating the box?
Nigga, that should be wet as fuck. Like,
I
that
feel
shit's
that.
Like, it's
So-
like drinking water.
Listen, so is water. So is water, but you don't sit in your crib drinking water all day. Nigga. You would sit there and eat your bitch out for an hour, nigga, but you won't drink water for an hour straight.
Drink water make you hard?
My point, look,
Yo, Lawrence got it.
look, you don't sit in the kitchen sink, nigga, and turn the sink on and just put your lips on.
You never came back from playing ball for like 3 hours straight. You put your mouth right into the sink, bro.
No, until your thirst is quenched, you stop drinking right there. But look,
Yeah.
you dead ass would not drink water for pleasure. You drink water because you want water. You like it.
Hey, you drink water for pleasure and you know it's healthy for you. That's another thing.
No.
I know my beard is gonna grow if I eat pussy, nigga.
Got that whack. Look,
Niggas don't even eat vegetables.
he said,
What?
look, he said,
I'm gonna eat that ass.
he said it's wet. I said, what sensation does it give you in your mouth? He said, oh, it's wet.
Yeah.
Water's wet. And a lot of things is wet.
Water is not wet.
Water will make
Okay,
your mouth wet.
we will not get into this.
Nah,
Listen.
Larry said it best.
Listen. Listen. So
there's
my
no
point
water,
is
don't
the
water.
only reason why you love eating a box.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
Boy, you're about
the-
I know what he's about
Hey,
to say.
whoa.
The only reason-
Whoa.
The only reason you like eating it is because you know she's
Getting
enjoying
pleased.
it.
Yeah.
You
an
like
aspect.
you like the fact that you're pleasing her.
That's
Literally,
an
bro.
aspect of it,
If,
yes.
if that was the case, bro, you could get a fucking the pocket pussies and put lube on it, and then you could eat it.
No, that's-
You won't get no
that's
pleasure from
mad
it. My point. No, but that's the whole point right there. You won't get no.
That's the relationship of sex.
You won't get no pleasure from it. The only reason you eating a box, you eating her ass, you licking her toes, you fucking sucking her nipple, you sucking her neck, is literally because you know that she's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Just like, nigga, she's sucking your dick, she's doing whatever she's doing to you because she knows you're enjoying it. So, back to the original shit. If you know your partner enjoys something, you should, like, what?
You should be doing it on the reg instead of just on a special day.
Because
I
the
feel
only
you.
reason we do certain things to even begin with is because you know that they like it.
Exactly.
It's not because you like it, nigga. The fuck if that was the case, nigga.
I
you would
think
just,
back to the
you would just
question.
get head and fuck a bitch. Like,
How
Well, I
far
feel-
are
I
you
feel what
willing
you're
to
saying, I feel
go for your partner? As far as it takes.
Wait,
That is the
one more
general
time, I didn't hear you.
consensus.
no.
Are you willing to
No.
go for your partner?
No, it's not as far as it takes.
It is.
All right.
Wait,
Listen, I'm sorry to offend anyone because I don't know what you guys are into in here.
Yeah.
But if a bitch like, yo, I could only nut if I peg you.
Oh,
I'm gonna say, yo, I
It's
can't.
clip.
I'm gonna say, yo, I can't
That is
front.
not
Wait,
happening.
wait.
You're done.
That's
You're
not-
done.
that's
You're
not
done.
happening.
for
You're
that.
done.
You're done.
You're done.
It's
But
not.
that's what you said.
No,
like,
but she said
That's
our.
how you. That's
No,
how far you're
you
willing to
said
take
our
it.
consensus was.
Okay.
the
As far as it takes, and it's not as far as it takes. 'Cause I'm not doing. a
Nah,
lot of
facts.
shit.
I'm not getting
Well, you
pegged.
want to go?
Like,
That's not as far. Like, okay.
nah,
I
that's
get
a
what
whole
you're
nigga
saying now.
right there. She
You-
wants.
as far as it
she
takes
wants
would
to
be
peg me?
that, but it's
Yeah,
But
that's not happening. That's not happening.
somebody told me once
No way.
they was like, yo, it's only gay if it's man to man or girl to girl. I could do anything with my girl and it not be gay.
That's
I
true.
mean,
What is gay about it? You know, there's niggas that dead ass.
Let's not be dumb.
So you're gonna tell me if your girlfriend put a
If you peg him, that's not gay.
You are not sexually or romantically attracted.
It's not?
to the same
How's-
sex you are.
yo, the facts.
That's
Yeah,
what
hold
I'm
up.
saying.
Hold up. We
That's
gotta
what I'm
saying.
backtrack a little. What?
All right, so what did I say that was different?
That's what he's saying.
I
He's
said it's
saying
only
that.
gay if it's like man to man and you like it. Like if me and Tay do. Oh no. All right, so
But
if you and
I'm so
you and him
confused,
could do
'cause, like,
anything, and that's not gay.
Okay,
I mean,
Why would that not be?
like if you
I
peg
mean-
him, I'm gonna say it's gay. But technically, in the real world, it's not gay because it's woman to man. So like y'all can do anything and it doesn't matter. But
that's-
like,
it's the act
if
of-
there's a video of you hitting his shit
It's
from the
the
back,
same-
and I'm like, yo,
It's
this nigga is mook.
because it's the
Oh,
act of
he
doing the
he
same
a
thing. If
blade.
it
No,
was-
but in reality, like I know niggas that get their fucking their ass ate. I know niggas that get a finger in their butt by their girl. I know niggas that you know what I'm saying. Like
Supposedly that's common after you hit like 32 or some
Kenji,
shit.
what,
I'm
what,
good.
what?
Yeah, that's what I said.
listen, I'm
I'm straight up.
forever young.
Nah.
I wanna be forever young.
We got
Nah.
10 minutes.
Nah.
We got
Next.
10 minutes. 10
Nah.
minutes.
Wait, nah. Tay had to say something real quick. No.
Next
Yo,
question.
Larry,
First off, you said the
Larry had
wrong
to say
name.
something.
That's the wrong name.
Sorry.
Listen, every
Alright,
time
well-
Drink all that water.
You
Drink all that water.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. One of the last questions was
This went the last.
this one and the last. Somebody asked, how come it's a hassle to get sex from your girl, from your own girl, not like a random
I
girl?
think significant other. Let's say we're gonna rephrase that. Significant other.
Yeah, just not some random.
I feel like it
Alright.
depends on the
I-
relationship though.
Significant
depends
other.
on-
One word.
Significant other.
One word.
feel
One
like
mic.
it's-
One mic.
One word. No, not fuck the one my all talking.
Oh, shit,
They gonna hear me.
Go
History.
ahead.
shit, history.
History. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. History.
Nah,
I could dead ass lay with you, and just like just be so angry at you.
heard that,
like,
Danny. Yo, Daddy's a
nigga, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fuck you. Like it's just, I just don't. You could lay with a stranger, and then be like, "Damn, I don't want to hit dumb bad," but you don't know her. So like, just like you could chill with Chubbs, and Chubbs be a way cooler vibe than Larry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all have history, y'all friends. He did some wing shit to you. He might say a funny ass joke, and you're like low key. You're like, I don't want to laugh at that because he got you tight already. Even though he didn't get you tight today, you're already like prematurely
Nah, fuck that.
like
nigga.
just
He got
not
me
fucking
tight
with
the
that
other
nigga
day,
like
yeah.
in your head. So but you still fuck with him because you're not gonna not be friends with him. So you still want to be cool with him. But you know you're like. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
Let me not
I ain't fucking
laugh
with you
at
like
this
that
right
right now. Like, I still fuck with you, but I ain't fucking with you like that. Tay might not be as funny, but Tay say, yo. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Cut that out. Larry might not be as funny, but Larry say something, and then you did as laugh at it openly, because you're free to laugh at it. Like it's
You don't
that free.
have no prejudice against
Yes,
Larry.
but when you have history with anybody, whether it be a romantic relationship or a friendship or like a parent, whatever, like you ever be in your friend's crib, and their mom be like, "Can you throw out the trash?" And then your friend is like, and you're like, "What the fuck, nigga? Yo, all she did was ask you to throw out the trash, nigga. Why you bugging?" But then, and you're like, "Oh no, Miss Jamal, Miss Gaynor." Miss Gaynor is fine. I'll throw out the trash. I swear to God, bro, if I go to your crib, bro, I wouldn't mind cleaning. Cause it doesn't like if I find your mom to be a nice mom, I'll be like,
Nah, yeah, you do things, of course.
Oh, you need help bringing the groceries in? Nigga? I'll help you. I swear, bro, if my mom says the same thing, I already have history with my mom. Nigga, anything she says, bro, is gonna get me tight. Like if she says the wrong thing, like, oh, can you go get me the groceries from the car?
Man, why the fuck you up,
Bro, I don't eat the shit you buy. I don't eat nothing that you buy, so why am I gonna get like stop using me? I'm not your slave. Like, you know, you're just gonna have like a bunch of thoughts in your head, but in reality, the situation is the same.
Yeah.
But the history you have with that person makes you look at everything different, nigga.
Nah, facts.
Nigga, your mom could deadass be like, Jamal. As soon as she says Jamal, you're already tight.
Well, why she say my
Fuck. You get up, you go over there, like, what you want? Nigga, if you go to...
Yo, it sounds like you've
if
been
you
in
go
my
to-
house before.
If you go to Chubb, yeah. But if you go to Chubb's crib and his mom is like, Jamal, huh? Like, you're gonna be like, yeah? What's happening? Nigga, you don't have that history to have
that prejudice?
animosity in a
Yeah.
sense towards somebody to
I
have
feel
those
that.
Shout out to
feelings.
Rick.
So, Rick?
Animosity.
What, his mom is
Yo,
cool?
my son, Rick.
Nah,
Yo,
we're not gonna
listen,
do
I
that.
ain't gonna
Yeah,
blow
we
his
can't
shit.
get
I ain't
Can't
gonna
get
blow
into
his
it.
shit, but
Yeah.
Can't.
But shout out to Rick.
yeah, shout out to Rick though.
But
Yo, wait.
I think
I'm not gonna say that.
that's really it, history. But it doesn't always fall on. All I gotta say is it doesn't always fall on the girl. It's like sometimes it can fall on the guy where it's like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm tired of like, I don't want to, but I want to. But the girl saying I want to, and it's like the guy's like, I don't want to right now. I'm like,
You said the same thing like 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey, my man Bob. My
that
man
is
Bob.
called alcohol, guys.
I was gonna say repetition too.
The Don Julio and the Aspelon.
Does anybody else want to elaborate on that before I move on to the last one? Because I got one
Nah,
more question.
go to the last one, bro.
All right. The last question was how much. It says would you, but it should be should you. How much should you allow your family to weigh in on your relationship?
How much should your family weigh in on your relationship? I feel like, yeah, exactly. Slim to none. It shouldn't be all that much because the relationship with your partner is between you and your partner. When I'm in a committed relationship, is me and my teammate first. Me and her are teammates. We go first. If me and my mom have something to do and me and my partner have something to do, I'm gonna tell my mom like, yo, you know, I'm still gonna do this with you, but I already had plans to do this.
What
so
if
I
your
got you.
what if your relationship
Wait,
what if your
guys,
relationship
wait,
is like
time out,
super strong?
Can
What
I
if
say
your relationship is like really strong though?
Like what you mean?
Like with your mom or whoever. What if your relationship is
it's about-
that strong that it's
I
know?
think. Hold on.
Wait. Ready?
I feel like,
Nah.
go ahead.
is it answering
We
the question?
always, so every time in this podcast, I have to catch it. Jamal, what is your answer? Because Jamal doesn't answer.
I asked the question
Like, he
first.
asked
You
the
can't
question.
just skip over. I asked the
No,
question
but he
first.
he just answered the question.
I asked another question. You're
Go
going
ahead,
over
go
the
ahead,
question
go
that I asked.
He said, go ahead. Never mind.
Ask it again real quick.
I
I'm gonna
said
ask you, the daddy's gonna ask you that question. So
I said-
you ready?
Yep, exactly. That's how that I was gonna go.
my answer is going to be very short and sweet because
That's what we want. Short and sweet.
So, go
So
ahead.
my question was, what if your relationship with your whoever you
I feel like-
is your family member? What if it's like your relationship is that tight that it starts to separate?
Nah, but I feel like my relationship with my mom is tight. I feel like, you know, the relationship with the person that gave you birth is always gonna be close. Like I feel like no matter me and her may be beefing or whatever the case may be at that certain time, but she was the one that literally gave me food, she gave me milk, she breastfed me, you know, she did all this, that, and the third to lead me to the person that I am now. If I look at the relationship her and my father had, and I see the way my father treated that dynamic, she'd want me to be the to reflect that. And reflecting that would mean putting my girl first. I'm not saying that putting your mom second is a bad thing, but if you communicate and you have that type of awareness with your mother, let's say your mom and your girl both tell you, oh, I got to do something at 1. So you have to drive your girl and you have to drive your mom. So you're like, hold up, listen, we could work this out. If you would, whoever tells me first, or let's say my girl told me 2 days in advance and my mom tells me the day of, obviously the person that told me in advance, I'm going to be like, I knew this happened, 2 days ago. So she told me, let me do that first and then I'll get back to you. Or vice versa. If my mom told me, oh, I got to use you, could you drive me somewhere on Friday? My girl hits me up on Friday. Like, oh, could you drive me somewhere? I'll be like, yo, my mom came. She told me about it first. So I'm going to drive my mom first. Then I'm going to, drop you, do what I got to do with you. It's all about communication. Even in a relationship like that, it's about communication because your mom isn't going to need you every day. As a grown adult, does your mom need you every day to do things? No. So if my mom does need me for something, I'm gonna make sure I'm available to her. But at the same time, if I know that there's like a conflict, like, oh, I got to do two things at the same time, it's whoever decided to prioritize and make that arrangement with me beforehand. So I'm not saying my mom is a dub. I'm not saying my girl is a dub. I'm just saying whoever communicates with me.
I want to speak to you.
Go.
I want to speak to you man to man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen.
Yeah.
That whole thing right there.
Yeah.
I'm a thumbs it down.
Yeah, go ahead. I like to hear opinions.
This is. Has your mom? Who has done worse shit to you? Your mom or your girl?
You said worst?
Yeah, your mom.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah, of course, yeah.
You would not be with your girl if she did.
No, yeah, of course, because worst shit. Yeah, I've been with her for my whole life. So
listen,
yeah,
your mom could do something. At the end of the day, that's your mom.
Facts. Yeah, I hear that.
There's the next time you get asked this question, bro. Like your mom is your mom, bro.
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter what she is, bro. My girl could do something horrible, and you're not my girl no more, nigga. Like it's that simple.
Yeah.
Like you could do something. You don't even have to do something horrible, nigga. You could just do something I don't like, and I'm not fucking with you no more.
Yeah, then it's clipped for you.
And then now that's it.
Yeah.
Nigga, my mom could do
the worst.
My mom could deadass stab me, and then I survive and come back. Nigga, I still my mom.
Yeah.
Your mom could fucking pour acid in your face, nigga, and that's your mom. Even if you hate her, nigga, that's your mom. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's your mom at the end of the day, I feel you.
At the end of the day, bro, there's deadass nothing in life more important than your family.
I hear that.
Like, you have a brother?
Nah,
Alright, well, if you had a brother, you would know what brother hate is. Or like sibling hate. Like you deadass don't hate nobody more than you hate your siblings. But you don't love nobody more than you love your siblings.
Nah, I know what you mean to a certain extent.
So it's like
shout out to Eric.
It's like I get dead. Let's say Danny was my brother, bro. Like he could get me as mad as he can.
Yeah, but
and
he's a person that you
love the most. At
the
the end of the
most.
day, nigga, Danny called me, nigga's my brother. Yeah. Like that same thing. Like you should never put your girl, even though you might just be like, yo, you know what, mom? This is the whole disagreement to agree. Like, you know what? I just can't be around you because you're bad for me.
Yeah.
Or you're not, whatever, blah, blah. But all in all, bro, at the end of the day, bro, your mom should be like
top priority.
Yes, like
I hear
top one. And can I say something before you say something? One of my friends, right?
Yeah.
That is not here. Went through some things with his mom.
Yeah.
Still cool. His mom still loves his mom. Because your mom is your mom. I swear to God, if he would have went through that same shit with his friends,
it would have been clipped.
Probably would have fucked that nigga up.
Yeah,
every day.
different
nigga,
situation.
Every day for
Big
life.
different.
Yo, I fucking hate you, nigga.
Yeah.
Come here. I'm gonna fuck you up. But nigga, your mom is literally your mom, bro. Like, bro. Me personally, my mom, bro, my mom did some wacky ass shit.
Sounds.
But it's dead ass.
So wait,
my mom. So at the end of the day,
what was Larry gonna say? This is one of the last like.
All right, so repeat the
people.
question before I.
It's a stretch.
Can you repeat the question before I?
How much should your family weigh in on your relationship?
Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna say is, you're in a relationship with the individual, not the family. So as far as the family goes, they shouldn't exactly have they shouldn't have as much impact.
Like the deciding factor.
Right. They shouldn't be a deciding factor within, your relationship because, again, you're in a relationship with the individual, not the family. So, your family isn't going to bed with that person or, spending that quality time with that person. Your family doesn't know the person on the same level that you do. So, at the end of the day, your family is always going to be just purely purely relationship-wise. Yeah. As far as, the impeding factors of the relationship, your family's always going to be secondary because what that individual does is what's ultimately going to be the factor that makes or breaks that relationship. Your family shouldn't make or break that relationship because again, your family doesn't know that individual on the level that you do. So it's all right. Well, my mom don't fuck with my girl, but my mom also don't know my girl the way I know my girl.
Yeah.
So your family is always secondary in regards to the immediate relationship. You know, once it becomes a matter of like, all right, well,
Facts.
we're getting married and, you know, our families are going to intertwine and like, you know, all the other factors. Then it's like, all right, like, sure, you know, they got a little bit more input. But as far as the immediate relationship goes, it's, you know, it's secondary.
I think that was very, very well said.
Yeah, it was well put.
Can I say one thing? I guess for me is like family is very important. Of course, you want to get along with your significant other's family, but I don't think it should be the deciding factor in any like argument or disagreement. Even if you're like, hey, I was put through a predicament once in the blue, where it was like my sister. I love my sister. My sister's my only sister. I lost my brother, so me and my sister are like very close. I'll give my sister a ride anywhere. She was in modeling classes. Every other Saturday, I'll give her a ride to like near Times Square modeling. And then this person was like, why do you have to do that all the time? Like why do you have to do that? Why can't they do that? They put her in that. I was like, because my mom asked me to. That's she's giving me her car. She's giving me her thing.
No, I think they're talking about romantic relationships. Not.
No, like the other person. The other person was saying that.
Okay.
Like, why do you have to do this?
No, but he means the other way around. Like your family.
Yeah.
Oh, if my sister, I think
If your sister didn't like
if
your
my
girl.
sister didn't like, I would tell her mind her business.
Yeah. But my fault,
didn't like
Jamal.
my girl, I'd be like, you
I
have to
kind of
learn how to like
I'm
her.
drunk, so like I kind of got like on a different subject. But to answer that question, I feel like it's all personal. Like if that's like saying, should your friends have an opinion on your relationship? That how heavy does it weigh? You could say not at all or very heavy, right? But you're not my friend like Danny's my friend. Danny's not my friend like Tay's my friend. He's not my friend like he's my friend. So it depends on your personal relationship with your family. If I like me personally, my family can't have no effect on my relationship.
Immediate family.
Except what I think of them. You get me? Like if my grandma likes a person, I'll think higher of that person because my grandma and I love my grandma. So like that's different.
Yeah.
You know, you might not even have a relationship with your grandma, so that doesn't even matter. You might be like, oh, if my dad doesn't like this girl, I can't date her. I'm gonna be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what my dad likes, nigga. The fuck, nigga, that nigga don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's all personal. So I feel like that question can be only be answered specifically to each person.
Yeah,
because it's how you look at your family.
Yeah.
You might value your family's opinion. I might not.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to say.
Fucking up.
That's what I was trying to say at the. Excuse me. I'm burping and shit. But that's what I was trying to say when I was asking like what your relationship is. If it's how does it affect your relationship with the person and your family? That's what I was trying to basically say. And that's how they've basically
Closing
they
statement.
tied it together.
We have one more closing statement.
Nah, close it. It's 137.
Bro, listen.
Or like the girlfriend you're with has like a problem or have like a toxic relationship with their parents. I feel like you always should like step up and try to fix it because the way your partner treats their mom is the way they're gonna treat you at the end of the day. So if you're having
motherly figure.
Motherly. Because I would say if he doesn't care what the mother says, some type of way, like always mother.
It's gonna affect you.
Yeah, like I feel like mother's always got like the last right, like you know.
I
thing.
But it goes
it-
back on the relationship on the parent. Like how.
Yeah,
Kenji, how many dumbass bitches you know that have kids?
a lot.
Okay, so if like
Hold on. Wait. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Nah, but it's different. If you know,
I know we
If
know
you
exactly
know the
where
relationship is
he's
toxic,
going.
no.
We
I
can talk. No.
I feel like the term parent gives you a higher scale respect when it shouldn't have.
It doesn't always have to. We can talk about. Bro.
Outgrow your parents.
We can talk about it after.
But
Wait, we can talk about it
We
after.
can talk about it after, because I know exactly where this is going to go, and this could be a whole nother hour.
It could be about relationships.
Yeah, it could be like a whole nother hour. Hold on, give me this.
Nah, I think
That's
it
it,
can
Danny.
go to another segment. So until next time.
Nah, I feel like that's
I just feel like the reason why the relationship between him and his mom is petty, I feel like, you know.
You close it up.
All right, no, I didn't close it out.
So yeah, I feel like if the reason why your partner and his mother like relationship is like if the whole situation is petty, I feel like you.
Oh, wait, I
you
turned
know,
the mic down, I
step
forgot.
up, give your partner like
Which mic does she have?
yeah,
No,
one-on-one,
that's
like,
not it.
yo, you're the one being petty because at the end of the day you're choosing me, but I would never choose you on top of my mom. You know.
I get that.
Word.
So
I would never
This
choose
could-
you on top of my
on
mom.
top of
Do you
my
believe
mom.
that?
Larry. So what I'm gonna say towards that is, at the end of the day,
Sure, you got the right
go
mic.
back into like one of the questions that was initially spoken on, where it was mentioned that sometimes people look for things in others that they're not necessarily receiving, or that they kind of like want. So if you don't have that relationship with your parents or your mom or whatever the case may be, you may look for that those things, whether it be right or wrong, in your significant other. So you could look for your significant other to be that nurturing, that caring, that loving and emotional person that you didn't receive from your mother. So I don't think that your relationship with that individual is going to reflect directly on, well, not to say it won't reflect directly, but I don't think the nature of that relationship is going to be like a make or break factor, because it's like, all right, well, if I don't fuck with my mom because she wasn't even there, then it's like, how does my relationship with my mom make it so like that's how I'm gonna treat my significant other? No, it's also a matter of like, all right, well, my relationship with my mom sucked, so with my significant other, I want this to be better. I want what I kind of missed. And then the other piece of it is, and the other piece of it is, you're not in a relationship with your mother. You're in a relationship with your significant other.
Yeah. So in the end, like, to me, like, to put it like condense it, is more like, what if you didn't grow up with your mom, but you grew up with your dad? Like, you don't really care about what your mom says. But like, if you grew up with your dad, you care what your dad says. For me,
That's the word.
yes, it's everything circumstantial. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
I could grow up looking at my dad beat the shit out of my mom. Listen, I could grow up looking at my dad beat the shit out of my mom, right? And what I'm gonna do? Beat the shit out of my girl, because that's what I seen growing up, right?
Or you can
Or
see that
I could
and
see
do
that and be
different.
like, yo, I never want to see a woman
In that
go through what my mom went through, and never, bro, I would never even think of laying hands on a woman because I seen my mom get beat up.
Daniel.
But I could also grow up and beat the shit out of my bitch just because I see my dad do it, and that's the norm. So I feel like all that shit is that circumstantial, and that's what I was looking for earlier when I was like, yo, what's the word? And he was like, habitual, and I was like,
Yeah, that's like,
I know what you're talking about.
like when boys are raised without like a parent, like a dad figure, like most of them, they do the same thing. They carry like the same thing. Oh, I'm just gonna get bitches pregnant, and I'm not, be responsible. That
Not
happens a
Daniel.
lot.
yes, and
Not
And
Danny.
then the other half, they be like, yo, I never had a dad. I want to be there for this.
bro, I swear to God, bro, like, I've spoken to you about it, and I was like, yo, I wouldn't have a kid because I dead ass can't have a kid and not literally be with my kid 24/7. Like, but I dead ass, like, I knew my dad my whole life, but I didn't grow up with my dad. Like, my dad had no, like, he had influence in my life, yeah, but he didn't have no, like, I grew up with my grandma, then I moved with my mom. Yeah, I wasn't.
There wasn't any structure. That's
So I dead ass always yearned for that relationship with my dad. Like, I will always want to do what my dad does. So I dead ass always had the thought of like, yo, like a kid dead ass looks at you like a superhero. Like, imagine, like, how the fuck are you not there
a
for your
missing
kid?
superhero.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
So, like, this.
no, but
like,
nigga, your kid's gonna look at you, nigga, like, yo, my dad could beat anybody up. What, nigga? My dad's my dad.
Side note.
That shit is crazy, bro.
In this podcast, Chubbs knew his dad. Rest in peace to his dad. his dad passed away. Jamal, basically Pop's Gainer, like he's the dopest.
Yo, your dad
boy.
look mad cool, bro. I did I never met him.
One of the coolest dads ever. Yo.
I just seen pictures, bro. But he look mad cool.
Larry knows. Yeah. Me, I never knew my dad ever. So it's like, and then our guest knows her dad, and I don't know.
Yes, my dad has a influence in
But
my
I feel
life.
like that effect doesn't work on women. I
Yeah.
feel like that
I'm
affects
saying,
only
like,
for men.
Like that, like what we went through.
No, I don't think
It
it does.
doesn't work in the same fashion because
Whether you know your dad or
learn
not,
in a
if you're a
different
woman,
way.
you literally have to carry that child, bro. I could deadass not like you, and if I'm forced to spend 9 months with you, I'm gonna have an attachment to you, even if I don't like you. Like, let's say you annoy me every day for 9 months. Even though you annoy me, once you're not there no more, I'm gonna miss you annoying me. Like, it's deadass. It's an attachment. Like, you literally cannot, bro. Like, women that kill their kids is crazy, bro. Like, nah, but it's true though. Like, women,
Word.
like, how the fuck are you? Oh, like I read an article the other day, and
Oh, wait.
this girl killed
Let's
her
go.
kid.
Let's go. Or Matt, my bad. We talk
Stop
about
saying
it
my
after.
Nebraska.
But yeah, no, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Just Talks. We appreciate D and of course our three.
Say it loud, say it loud.
All right, three,
Matt,
guys.
Jasmine, and Larry.
Yeah, because I was definitely gonna forget. We appreciate you guys for
Nebraska,
all
man.
tuning. All right, we appreciate you guys all for tuning in and listening to everything that we had to say.
We fucking appreciate you.
And we'll see you guys the next time. Peace until next time.
Come on. Do it again, please.
All right, you want me to give you more energy?
Yo, hold on. Listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Listen, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here
But you're here with us. Nah, I appreciate you guys for all tuning in, watching another episode of Just Talks. And we'll be back right next week.
Tune in next time.
Oh, wait, I never even clicked the song. That's crazy. My bad.
Yeah, intermission, you know, not intermission,
We never
outro.
had an intermission. Yeah, outro.
Outro.
Yo, you guys should all say Just Talks. Like, where you got the camera. So you can put
You be
Just
tripping
Talks.
on the time we don't spend. I pull up and gotta slide once again.